Hello everyone, my name is Ashwin Kumar Venkatrao Patil and I am from RBNB College Shrirampur. I am teaching chemistry. In previous videos, as we have seen that introduction about the aldehyde ketones and nomenclature, and we have seen that the classification, how that aldehydes and ketones can be classified. Now in this lecture or in this video, we are going to see the preparation methods of aldehydes and ketones. There are general preparation methods. Generally, that aldehydes and ketones can be made or prepared by different ways. First of all, in the general preparation method, we will see the preparation of aldehydes and ketones from alcohols. Methods of preparation, in which first from alcohols. As we know, alcohols are the organic compounds containing the ROH as a functional group, and aldehydes or ketones, they are the carbonyl compounds. They can be prepared from the alcohols by oxidation of alcohols. And here, when these alcohols undergo oxidation, they undergo dehydrogenation, means one of the water molecule is removed from the alcohol molecule to form the corresponding aldehydes or ketones. Here some twist we are going to see, that the primary alcohols, they oxidizes to give aldehydes, but with some oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate or chromium permanganate, they directly get oxidized to the carboxylic acid. Then first we will see that oxidation, in which oxidation of alcohols, primary alcohol, when they are oxidized using chromium oxide or PCC. What is the PCC? Pyridine chlorochromate. PCC is a pyridine chlorochromate. When primary alcohols undergo oxidation, they undergo dehydrogenation to give the aldehydes. Again, secondary alcohols. Now we will see the example. Any example you can take, that the primary alcohol, that this is the ethanol, when it undergo oxidation with chromium oxidized. Remember one thing, in chemistry, for every reaction or to know the results of any reaction, we should know which oxidizing agent or which catalyst or which solvent we are using. By using such specific solvents, that specific organic compounds give the same reaction. Just the reactant will change, but corresponding products which are formed here, that chromium oxide, it is a oxidizing agent. When ethanol or ethyl alcohol undergoes oxidation with chromium oxide, it will give what the reaction will happen. As we have said, it undergoes the dehydrogenation means one of the water molecule H and OH will remove, and here we will get this. What is this? Acetaldehyde or ethanol. Ethyl alcohol. Just we have to remind, this is a general reaction for the oxidation of alcohol. This is a primary alcohol. If we get, or if we see the second example, that is the CH3, CH, this OH, and this is the CH3. What is this? This is the 2-propanol. On the second carbon atom there is a hydroxyl group, that is a secondary alcohol. This secondary alcohol, when it undergoes oxidation, what will be the product? The product will be ketone instead of aldehydes. As we know, aldehyde, it is a functional group which is always present towards the ending. But here that hydroxyl group which is going to be converted into carbonyl carbon, there it is present in the chain, and that's why the corresponding product, that will be CH3 C double bond O, it is a CH3, and it is a propanone. This is propanone. Means what? In general reaction, we can write secondary alcohols, when they are oxidized, they undergo oxidation with chromium oxide, they will form ketones. This is the differentiating point between the primary alcohol and secondary alcohols. Means primary alcohols, when they undergo oxidation, they will give aldehydes, while secondary alcohols, when they undergo oxidation, they will form that ketones. But there are certain oxidizing agents like nitric acid. It is also used for oxidation. Again, potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate. By using these oxidizing agents, that primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohols, they can be converted to the aldehydes, ketone and corresponding carboxylic acid. The interesting thing about the oxidation using these, which nitric acid or potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, that primary alcohols, they will directly get converted to the carboxylic acid. This reaction will not stop at the formation of aldehyde group. That aldehyde, it will again further undergo oxidation to give the carboxylic acid. Okay, then secondary alcohols, they will show oxidation with these oxidizing agents like nitric acid, potassium chromate and potassium dichromate. But tertiary alcohols, they will not show any kind of reaction. They will not show oxidation to give the aldehydes or ketones. Look at the general reaction, we will see here. This one, R CH2OH. This is a primary alcohol. When it undergoes oxidation with potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate or nitric acid, they will undergo that oxidation. Here, firstly, if it is a primary alcohols, then they will get converted into RCHO, that is aldehydes. If it is a primary alcohol, they will get converted to the aldehydes. But in case of secondary and tertiary, that they will get directly converted to the RCOOH, that is a carboxylic acid. This is also a general reaction. Means if you are asked to predict the product, as in your NEET or JEE examination, that you are given some reactant, some conditions on that reaction, and you have to predict the product, or you are given with the product and you have to find the reactant. In that case, you have to just remember which agent or which catalyst is used for preparation of that product. Here we said what? that primary alcohol these primary alcohols, when they undergo oxidation, that oxidation will give firstly aldehydes when they are used with the potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate or nitric acid. The oxidation will further carry on to give carboxylic acid. Then secondary alcohols, when they undergo oxidation, they will give ketones. They will give ketones. And tertiary alcohols, they will not show oxidation. They will not show oxidation. Okay, means what? While looking towards the preparation method, first general method of preparation, that oxidation of alcohols, here we are using that chromium oxide for the primary alcohol, but instead of that chromium oxide, if we use another oxidizing agents, that reaction will goes further to the formation of carboxylic acid. And for the preparation of ketones, that we have to use the secondary alcohols. We have to use that secondary alcohols. Then again, next method or general preparation method for aldehydes, preparation of aldehydes and ketone, is from hydrocarbons. We have studied in 11th standard while studying that unsaturated alkenes, when they undergo ozonolysis, that reaction with O3 or ozone, that intermediate product ozonoids are formed, which on further reducing with the zinc oxide, they will give that corresponding aldehydes or ketones or mixture of aldehydes and ketones. Look here. Then the second method, that from hydrocarbons or from unsaturated alkenes. The second preparation method from hydrocarbons. From hydrocarbons, in which first reaction is ozonolysis. Ozonolysis of alkene. Ozonolysis of alkene. Here, when unsaturated alkene, they undergo ozonolysis, their intermediate ozonoids are formed, which on further reduction with zinc oxide or zinc dust in water, they will give that corresponding aldehydes. Look at the general reaction. So O3, that is the ozone, in presence of CCl4, that is a carbon tetrachloride. When unsaturated alkenes, they undergo ozonolysis, here that in presence of carbon tetrachloride, that ozonoids are formed. Likewise, these are the ozonoids. And when these ozonoids there is a splitting in this way, which this carbon and this oxygen, it will form one carbonyl group. This carbon and this oxygen, it will form one carbonyl group, and that oxygen we have to remove with the help of zinc dust in water to give and zinc oxide. This is simple ozonolysis reaction. Means this is a general reaction that alkene we can put that hydrogen, that is first alkene, ethene, it will when undergoes ozonolysis in presence of carbon tetrachloride, it will give 2 molecules of formaldehyde. And if that you are using that symmetrical alkenes, if you are using unsymmetrical alkenes, means number of carbon atom on the both sides of this unsaturated carbon-carbon double bond, if that number of carbon atom is different, then the corresponding, instead of aldehydes, there will be the formation of ketones. Look at the first reaction, we will see that is a CH2 double bond CH2, that is the ethene. When it undergoes ozonolysis, what will be the ozonoid form? That will be here on this each carbon there are 2 hydrogen. That there will be the bifurcation of these bonds to give what it will give, that HCHO, that 2 molecules of HCHO, 2 molecules of HCHO, that is the formaldehyde. Here for reduction we are using the zinc dust and water plus zinc oxide. Instead of using ethene, you can use another reaction. We can see here, this is unsymmetrical alkene. When it will undergo ozonolysis, here what will be the product form? Ozonide, that will be this is the intermediate ozonoid, which on reduction with zinc dust it will form. Here the mixture of aldehyde and ketones we are getting. Which will be the aldehyde? This group will be the aldehyde and this will be the ketone. Why? How? Here unsymmetrical alkene. Here the both that carbon atom is attached with the 2-methyl group, and here will be the formation of that HCHO formaldehyde, and this will be the acetone and zinc oxide. Acetone, this will be the formaldehyde. Here mixture of aldehyde and ketones we can get in the reaction of ozonolysis. Again there is a reaction from that hydrocarbons, we can prepare that aldehydes or ketones by the hydration of alkynes. That the next preparation method we will see that hydration of alkynes. Hydration means addition of water molecules to the unsaturated alkynes. Hydration of alkynes. Look at the general reaction when alkynes they undergo hydration. When alkyls they undergo hydration in presence of dilute sulfuric acid 40% and 1% of mercurous sulfate. 40% sulfuric acid and 1% mercurous sulfate. Here what will happen? In this water molecule, one of the H and OH group will go likewise. Means here we will get that alcohols to the unsaturated carbon-carbon double bond containing compound which on tautomerism. Means what tautomerism? Here the interchange of molecules, that tautomerism. Tautomerism, it is a phenomenon in organic compounds when there is a from one functional group we can interchange into the another functional group, that is this is the tautomerism. Means that alcoholic group is getting converted to the carbonyl group. This is the hydration of alkynes. Hydration of alkynes, in which that we are seeing the preparation, general methods of preparation of aldehydes and ketones, in which we have seen that from alcohols, that oxidation of alcohols using the different oxidizing agents. Then from hydrocarbons, firstly we have seen from that ozonolysis. In the both reactions, we should note the point, while using the oxidizing agents, which oxidizing agents are used for oxidation of primary alcohols, and for reduction we are using the zinc dust in the ozonolysis reaction. These were the general methods of preparation. Now we will see that the method of preparation from the acyl chloride or next methods, that is the from acyl chlorides. That next method is from acyl chloride. What is the general molecular formula for acyl chloride? That is RCOCl. RCOCl. How we can prepare that aldehydes from this acyl chloride? Here just we have to replace, or if we are able to change this chlorine with the help with the any alkyl group or with the hydrogen. If we can change this chlorine with any hydrogen or alkyl group, we can get the corresponding aldehyde or ketone. Then firstly, in the first reaction, when this acyl chloride undergoes reduction, when this addition of hydrogen, means what? That we have to prepare likewise that RCOH. Here that chlorine is replaced by hydrogen, means in this reaction we are adding hydrogen. This is a reduction reaction. When acyl chloride undergoes reduction with the hydrogen, when acyl chloride undergoes reduction with the hydrogen by using palladium as a catalyst, which is poisoned by the barium sulfate. Barium sulfate. Here for the reduction we are using this palladium catalyst. As you know that palladium, platinum or zinc, they can be used for the reduction reactions. Here for the reduction of acyl chloride we are using palladium, which is palladium catalyst, which is slightly poisoned with the barium sulfate, and this reaction will result in the formation of aldehydes. This reaction will result in the formation of aldehydes, and that HCl will given out. This reaction is known as Rosenmund reaction. This is the Rosenmund reaction or Rosenmund reaction, or we can say that this is a reduction. How? That acyl chloride acyl chloride, when they are reduced by using the palladium catalyst, which is slightly poisoned with the barium sulfate, they will give the corresponding aldehydes, and this reaction is known as the Rosenmund reaction. By using this acyl chloride, we can also prepare that ketones. How we can prepare these ketones? Here it is a aldehyde, and another method we will see that preparation of ketones. Preparation of ketones using this acyl chloride. But for the preparation of ketones, we have to use that dialkyl cadmium. We have to react this acyl chloride with the dialkyl cadmium. That dialkyl cadmium can be prepared by using reaction of Grignard's reagent RMgX with the cadmium chloride. Reaction of Grignard's reagent with the cadmium chloride. Here we have to replace 2 chlorine. We will use 2 molecules of Grignard's reagent. The reaction will be R2CD plus this is dialkyl cadmium. Dialkyl cadmium. How we can prepare that dialkyl cadmium? By reaction of Grignard's reagent with cadmium chloride for the preparation of ketones from acyl chloride. Now see, these acyl chloride are COCl. When it reacts with dialkyl cadmium, when acyl chloride reacts with dialkyl cadmium chloride, it will give that the corresponding ketone, that is RCOR dash. This one means one of the alkyl group from cadmium will go to the carbonyl carbon, and that cadmium chloride will given out. Cadmium chloride will given out. This method of preparation is used for preparation of aliphatic ketones. This is method used for preparation of aliphatic ketones, and for preparation of aromatic ketones, you have seen in the 11th standard, which the general reaction of aromatic compound when that benzene undergoes Friedel-Crafts acylation. When benzene molecule undergoes Friedel-Crafts acylation, that there is a formation of this benzene when it undergoes Friedel-Crafts acylation. By using anhydrous AlCl3, this benzene molecule will undergo that acylation reaction to form. What is the name of this product? It is a acetophenone. Acetophenone. This is one of the aromatic ketone. Means for preparation of aliphatic ketones, we have to react that acyl chloride with the dialkyl cadmium, which can be prepared by reaction of Grignard's reagents with cadmium chloride, which will result the formation of dialkyl cadmium, which on reaction with that acyl chloride will give corresponding ketone. These are the aliphatic ketones, and in case of aromatic ketones, this reaction, that when benzene molecule undergoes acylation in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it will result that formation of acetophenone. This is nothing but the Friedel-Crafts acylation. Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Okay, we'll see in the next video. We'll see another some preparation methods of aldehydes and ketones. Thank you.